26th of December, and we are off for another long weekend, getaway. So we just finished our Rajasthan trip a week ago, and now we are going to a kind of unexplored place in Tamil Nadu. It's a beach property, so-called the Danish town. The old name is something like Tranquebar, and the new name is Tharangam Bari. So this happens to be a beach property. It's a 17th century, kind of a bungalow, and that's the place where you had people, who had come in from Denmark. So there's a fort called Danish Fort, and this place is very close to the Tanjavur, area. So people going here can also cover up the Tanjavur and all the heritage, kind of temples around. Yeah, Kumbakonam, your Chidambaram, and all these places are nearby. So this is how it is. So we're going to be there for 2 nights, and on our way back we're going to visit some of the heritage temples and head back towards Bangalore. So this trip is going to be exciting because this is quite an unexplored place, which even I have not heard about this before, but I just heard about this about a couple of months back. So this is a usual long weekend rush. In fact, yesterday was 25th, so we saw many vehicles exiting Bangalore, and all the exit routes of Bangalore were actually jam-packed. And today we are in the Hosur road. We'll be going towards Tamil Nadu. So this is the traffic right now in Chandrapura area. So after about 2 hours from home, we're just checking out from Karnataka border and entering Tamil Nadu border. This is the Attibele checkpost in Karnataka. Heavy traffic, long weekend as expected. So in case anyone is traveling for a long weekend, try to leave early to avoid the rush. So time for breakfast now at Shulagiri, our normal usual stop. Sri Krishna Inn. Along with that we have McD for kids. In fact, all the restaurants are extremely busy, but we thought of halting here. There's no other option. We are approaching the Tiruvannamalai, and we'll be making a quick halt here for about some time, and then from here we're going to head towards Tranquebar. There are many resorts around this Tiruvannamalai, so we are just going to Sparsha Eco-Sensitive Retreat for a while. We have a couple of our friends who are here. We're going to meet them and then head towards Tranquebar. Tharangam Bari, that's the actual name. So this is Sparsha Resort. A quick pit stop and then we move on. Taking a right from here, which goes to Trichy, and left goes to Chennai. So after a drive for about 8-10 hours, we have reached the property. It's called the 17th century bungalow on the beach in Tranquebar. The new name is Tharangam Bari. So I'll show you the property tomorrow morning, but right now just a quick glance. This is the entrance. It's a part of Nimrana Hotel. There's some music going on, so maybe my voice won't be audible. 17th century bungalow on the beach. Excellent property. First time we have come to this side. Quick glance, we just parked our cars, getting our luggages down. So when we enter, we'll show more about the properties. Bang on the beach, and just right beside there's a Danish fort. So this seems to be the Danish town. So let's explore this bungalow. Well, so this is the entry. Wide corridors. Typically a heritage bungalow. The beach is other side. So in the morning, this is the reception. It's a nice Christmas decor. So we have taken 4 rooms. Yeah. 2 rooms upstairs, 2 rooms downstairs. This is our room called Elephant. Excellent. Look at the touch of the heritage. Excellent. So ground floor rooms are basically garden view, and the top floor rooms are anyway sea view. So there are different charges for different room types. One can choose as per their choice and budget. Extremely elegant. I'm sure the washroom will also be well maintained. Wow, this is gorgeous. What's there that side? Just open the doors. Okay, this is like a corridor right here. Someone started doing photo shoots already. So I can feel the sea breeze. Jisa? The sea is right there. I can hear the waves, and the sea. And this is too windy. You can see it with this lights, hanging lights, the sea breeze. The pool is that side. Let me try and go and show the pool as well. And this is an experience to stay here. It's quite offbeat. I wouldn't say exactly offbeat, but it is less explored. People normally go to Pondicherry and all, but this is called Danish town, built in the 17th century. And this property used to be the collector's bungalow. Yeah, and this is the swimming pool. Excellent. And one can just explore and explore and explore. Excellent property, I would say. Much recommended, at least for a night, to stay here and experience the heritage. The rooms are upstairs. If I can get to show you later, I'll show you. So the rooms upstairs and the corridor. So this is the first floor, how it looks like. Crown Prince of Denmark. One can actually get lost. Prince Christian. Mammon? Sorry, I think I've entered the wrong room. So ready gachis? I was looking forward to see how is the Queen's room. Princess?
Princess.
Wow. So we have the princess there in the princess room. So what are you trying to do?
I'm going to bathroom.
Bathroom, okay. Tia, how is it? Very good, well?
Very good.
Yeah. Let's explore. Enjoy. Let's go down and freshen up. So nicely maintained. There's an impromptu beach walk plan after the dinner. This is the bungalow, and right beside the beach. The beach is quite rocky. It's not advisable to swim or probably go to the beach, but we just thought let's take a quick walk. He's very rough right now. Well, this is the good morning view. Just stepping out from our room at the backside. And here it is. We missed the sunrise, but that's okay. We can always see it tomorrow morning. There what we see, the white color building, is the Danish fort. This is a property. So we have started our journey to explore the
Chidambaram
Nataraj temple and something nearby. So once we've done with that, we'll probably head back to our bungalow,
and stay
to explore the bungalow. The beautiful Danish town is right here. This is a small part of the Danish town.
1718 church,
Yeah, 17th century church, lanes, buildings, what else?
the pillars.
We've reached the Chidambaram temple right now. It's right in the front, and the famous Nataraj statue or the idol is actually here. So we can't take videos of photography, so we will see, but this is how the temple entrance is all about. Nataraj temple, South Gopuram. This is the south entrance of the Chidambaram temple. There's another one in the north. We're just exploring, even we don't know where to enter and where to exit, but this is that famous temple. So this is the main entrance. Beyond this, we can't take any photo videos. So our darshan is done. We were lucky to get the darshan and it was not too crowded. Crowd is piling up any which way. This is a very important temple. But we happened to see the Aarti as well. So we are lucky. So we have offered our prayers to Lord Shiva. So hopefully everyone will be happy and everyone will be safe. So we go to the next destination to explore. So after finishing the darshan at Chidambaram Nataraj temple, we are heading towards Pichabaram Mangrove Forest for a boat ride. If we are lucky, we'll probably get the boat. And if we're not lucky, we'll probably see the mangrove forest and the backwater and come back.
And we have been lucky today, God grace. We visited the Natarajan temple in 40
So, you really need to speak. This will be properly unedited and put in the YouTube. I don't care. People might laugh.
I want to be famous for
So,
some time.
he wants to be also famous because I am not famous.
I've never
Somebody
been
has
famous.
to, be successful. Okay, so this is very close by from Chidambaram. It's about half an hour drive. And now we are actually heading towards the sea. So we could see the backwater patches started from here. And we'll try and see if we can get some lunch there. Because it's a proper visiting space. So when we go a little close by, we'll show you. But it looks like this place is a must to visit.
Must visit.
Recommended by our tour guide. We have an internal tour guide. We'll show him later.
And we are just 6.9
What we have
kilometers
seen
from
here.
the place.
Huh?
We're just 6.9 kilometers from
That's
the
okay.
place.
We'll anyway reach. So we have reached Pichabaram Mangrove Forest boat point, but unfortunately the boating is closed right now. Not sure why, but still we are heading towards the main point. Maybe we can just take a quick glance of the mangrove forest and the backwater, and then try to have some lunch here. There are a lot of restaurants here actually. One can enjoy non-veg, and if you guys are like fish lovers, you can probably get a lot of fish meals and different variety of fish. So let's head little ahead.
Here is
Somebody
a Siam
will
restaurant.
somebody will be showing a placard like this. Siam right? Siam restaurant,
Restaurant.
AC.
AC.
So it's pretty hot actually. There's no winter here. It's December, so one needs to have a comfortable, I would say, sitting for lunch. So this is the backwater where the boating happens. Anyway, I'll just quickly show
I'll park my
a
car.
bit of it. Yeah, we'll just park and then show.
We are lucky
This
to
is the
get-
boathouse Pichavaram.
We're lucky to have a good.
This is that mangrove boating point, but the boating is closed right now. It seems boating needs to be booked online. We did not know. This is an information for anyone who is coming here. On this Pichavaram road, there are many restaurants. So we stopped here for lunch. We found this restaurant, Hotel Mangrove, AC. And we thought of finishing lunch because we got parking also here. So we ordered for some authentic fish tawa fry as well as fish meals. So we're just waiting for the food to arrive and then we'll show you how it is. Authentic fish fry has come. Kingfish fry, tawa fry with fish meal, prawn tawa. This is, I think, fantastic, right?
Very good. Very, very good.
Yeah. Wow. Now going to visit the Danish fort, which is right opposite the 17th century bungalow where we are staying. So it's like a tourist spot. So a lot of people are here, and there you can see the sea. It's right on the sea. So this is an excellent place to visit. That's the Danish fort. So now we're going to walk towards Danish fort and see what's in. This is the entry of the fort. Go, go, go. Must be sleeping, right?
Can I pet it?
We've just entered the fort gate. The fort is getting renovated. Some painting is getting done. 17th century fort needs a lot of maintenance. That too, it is bang on the beach, so one can imagine that the weather condition here throughout the year. The beach is right here. They're busy doing photo shoot. So let's keep walking that side. Samrat. So since the fort is under maintenance and renovation, so we were not allowed to get inside the fort. I'm sure in a couple of months' time, this fort will be again, ready for the tourists to walk inside and see what's in. But anyway, the glance itself is very, very exciting because this fort happens to be a very, very old fort which was built by the Danish traders who have come here. The entire gang is behind, taking pictures, trying to get back some good memories. Quick summary of the Danish fort, Trankebar. 17th century Danish castle was in existence and Tarangambari village. Well, that was good. Some more photo shoots in different locations. Pool time, pool time. I'm calling everyone, but no one is coming. They're going to come in a while. So then we're going to have some pool time. The pool is going to be open till 7 o'clock in the evening. Video 4 underwater. Try, come on.
Made you live the baffled king composing hallelujah, hallelujah,
We have come to a harbor point here, and let me first show you. So we are checking out from the 17th century bungalow in Trankebar. We just visited the harbour, and now we are heading towards Thanjavur to see the heritage temple. And then from there we're going to continue towards Bangalore. On the way we'll be crossing Kumbakonam, but not sure if we can halt to see some more of the heritage temples. But any which way, we will do some visit and then continue. So we just reached Kumbakonam, and we are going to see one of the temples because there are quite a few. So the temple which we're going to visit is a UNESCO World Heritage Temple, Airavateshwara Temple. So So maybe another few minutes to reach, and then we'll show you how is the temple. We have just reached the temple. We need to find a parking, and then we're going to get inside. So this is the temple I was talking about, Airavateswara temple, and this is a World Heritage site as well, right? So this is how the temple looks like. This is the entrance.
This 2000 years old.
So we've reached Tanjavur from Kumbakonam, and the temple where we're going, it's just about 6 minutes from here. So before that we're going to have some lunch and then head towards that. So now we are at Tanjavur Birdeshwara temple. This is again one of the World Heritage Site, ancient temple. So we'll quickly see what's inside and then move towards Bangalore. So after the temple visit in Tanjavur, we are heading back towards Bangalore. From here to Bangalore it will take around 8 hours. So around midnight we're going to reach. Continue watching, we'll update when we reach Bangalore.